Hello.
Hello. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. A bit of problem with the interface here. Show me the chat. What's going on? It's bringing me up an error message. What's going on here? Try closing some tabs, see if that helps. Okay. Seems to be working, I think. Still not showing me chat though, so I have no idea if there's anyone here, so I do apologise. I just don't understand. God, I feel like such a boomer, but everything should be working. There's no reason why it shouldn't be working. Like, why it's just saying like something went wrong in the chat window here, I have zero idea. I don't even know what I'd do about that. Okay, well, I'm gonna get started and hope it fixes itself at some point. Hope it's all going right. Yeah, I've got this Kroxigor here. Now I've been given this commission to paint the Seraphon stock collecting kit. And yeah, this is my sample model. See, I've sprayed it gold to start because although it's not the biggest colour on any of them, there is a lot of gold on these. And I'm more true metallics in general, but you know, when I'm doing a large commission, it's a lot easier to do. It's a lot easier to do true metallics than non-metallics, which I would be my standard thing. But yeah, it's just like a nicer coat. I always struggle with like getting the consistency right with some of my like true metallic mixes. Now this one in particular, if I just show you, this is the mix I got off Vince Venturella, and it's the Green Stuff World Metal Pigments Antique Gold and this Vallejo Metal Colour Gold. It's a nice mix, but I can't get it to go on right with a brush. Like I wouldn't be happy with it across the whole commission. So you know, it's fine for little bits and that, but when it's airbrushed on, you get a much smoother coat. So that's where I'm starting. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to paint on some dark jade here. Getting these scales and stuff because my client has specifically requested not turquoisey ones, which some of them are. See on the box here, kind of turquoisey, but these ones are more green, and they've said yeah they definitely want more green with some kind of different different shading on the belly. Yeah, so that's the main thing I'm going to be looking at today. Try and come up with a scheme for that. And I've got a few nice colours out here. So dark jade and emerald seem like the base ones. For the stomachs I looked at some of them are like a desaturated green and then a grey. I've also got some coily green shade here. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to go, but I've got a rough idea of the colours I want to use. So let's start putting some paint down and see where it gets us, eh?
So I hope everyone's
well. Obviously I still can't see chat at all. I'm flying blind with that. But yeah, I hope it looks like there's been people viewing. So hello and welcome.
Hope
you're doing well.
Yeah,
let's get colour down then.
Quite
rough with most of this. Like I said, the gold is fairly limited to just like the kind of bangles and the weapons and stuff like that. I don't have to be too careful, except when I get stuff like here. I haven't decided which parts of the weapon are precisely going to be which colour, so just avoid getting stuff on there as much as possible. Anyone been following on Blue Skies now? I've had a little bit of a crazy week. Kind of going up the wall at the minute. But with everything that's going on, I don't want to get too much into it, but world's gone crazy, girl.
It's nice to get back to some painting and just forget all the shit that's going on for a little while. So yeah, I haven't actually taken any new commissions in roughly about a year now. I think it was definitely the start of last year that I last took one on. I did a few things for Great Escape Games. And it's taken me all that time kind of getting my health back to a place where I could work long enough on this. And yeah, my health is improved a load, but I've had loads of other things kind of taking my mind off painting, and yeah, I guess I should really be focusing on getting back to doing that full time and doing some like proper days. Just had a few things like working on myself and that, and distracted me a little bit, but I have actually got the kind of stamina where I can sit at a desk long days now without setting off all kinds of like sciatica pains and that, which is very nice after a long time of struggling with that. Very long time now, it seems like.
working my way around this. A lot of it to cover. I can't be quite as messy as I'd like with this, just to try and keep that gold in place. In fact, I've just noticed, just hit a big part of it there. Let's just clean that off before it dries. I was a little distracted, I didn't even notice I'd painted over that. Oh well. I can't tidy things up and they'll look alright, but I do just love that airbrushed on metallic look. It's very nice. This is taking too long. I might just skip to some other bits and just so I can show some interesting stuff on stream, and it's not just me like slowly base coating a model over the course of an hour or whatever. But it should be alright. Let's see how long it takes. Looks like I've had a couple of people in here. I'm definitely really annoyed that I can't see chat. Like, if anyone knows why that would be, I don't have a clue, but obviously I won't be able to see it if you post it in the chat, because that's the thing that's not working. But yeah, if you do are able to like comment that, then I guess once this is over, I can check up and see if anyone's got any hints for me for next time. It's annoying because I do really like kind of getting some feedback from people, and the whole thing I'm doing this is to kind of get to know people and chat with them, and apparently YouTube says no. I'm thinking this green is pretty nice. I've been off camera half the time. I need to move forward, I think. So you're not getting just like the painting handle and nothing else. Let's hold it about here. It's a little tough knowing what to talk about when I've got no people in the chat to bounce off. And I know it's not been hugely busy on my last couple of streams, but usually I have at least like a person or two I can speak to. So what I was saying was it's the first commission I've taken in ages, and I have been thinking like, it's getting about that time, my health's improving a lot, I should be able to take on commissions soon. But I was kind of hesitating a little bit, like, am I really ready and that. Meanwhile, oh God. Obviously I've been playing a lot of Sigmar lately, and I was just really wanting, like, I want to paint some Seraphon, they're so cool models, but I don't want to start another army yet, because I've already got like 3 or 4 on the go that I need to paint, so I was like, do I just get like the spearhead for myself and just use it like literally as a spearhead force rather than build up an army, or do I like just paint a couple of models or what? And then someone randomly emailed me just asking if I could paint it for them, and I'm like, Yeah, I guess that works. So yeah, I've got some big plans for it now. They really want me to do some kind of fancy stuff with the Carnosaur. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to do kind of like a diorama base for them. The plan is to like, it's kind of savaging some Skaven. I've got a bunch of Skaven from Skaven type box that I can use for it. Let's just try and get something kind of like very kind of Jurassic Parky, like rat men being torn to shreds, blood dripping everywhere, that kind of like gory scene. That's going to be fun. Originally when I'd started this stream, it was my plan to, I'd kind of build that and work out the base on stream, but I prefer to do something with painting because I don't know. I just feel more confident with painting than I do with modelling, and I'm not good at modelling and stuff. I just don't know I'd have as much to talk about, maybe. Mind you, all that I talk about is just kind of general nonsense. I wouldn't say you're getting anything too profound from me, but I do have like insights on painting that I can add in there, so. Hopefully makes it a little bit more interesting for you. I'd like to think. Okay. Looking roughly done. That's the main thing there. I'm struggling to see it. It's just like this little recess here. I'm painting over the gold. Can't quite tell what this thing is here. I'm just going to paint over it, and worst comes to worst, I can always just block it back in later. Not that important to keep down my smooth coat of metallics everywhere. Now, because I am painting over metallics, I'm just going to make sure this base colour is nice and thick all over, and I'm not getting too much shine through. That could be a bit of a problem later. Okay. Right. Well, there we go. I'm just going to message on the chat. Just wait 2 seconds. I'm just messaging on my group chat. See if anyone there can give me a bit of feedback. Just see if Autumn Witch is about. I'll just try. See if I can refresh the page one more time, if that helps at all. Nope. Literally doing nothing. Oh God, I feel like such an idiot when I'm doing this. Like, I usually know my way around computers, but it's saying please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. That keyframes are not being sent off enough, which can cause buffering. Yeah, makes sense. But like I haven't changed anything, and it works fine usually. Oh, is it just to do with the connection speed? Because it's gone now. Connection speed saying it's lower. It shouldn't be lower. It's a perfectly good connection I've got. It usually works absolutely fine. I'm not running anything. I've closed all of... well, I've got like 3 tabs open in Chrome, and that's it. It's not like my computer's that slow or anything. It's usually fine. I'm plugged in by Ethernet. I don't know. I just do not know. Oh God. I thought it eventually, like, you really need to sit down with someone who knows their stuff, because there's obviously something going on here that I'm not aware of. And I get out that Sons of Horror screen, and I've got this grey here as well. I'm going to work out how I want the belly to look. Now I'm thinking, I go first of all the Sons of Horror screen, and then the grey on the inner part of it. We'll see how it looks. I also don't know, like, once I've shaded this down, to what extent I want to volumetric highlight all of these muscle groups, because I do really like, it's the best way to kind of show off that stuff, but that's very much not the way that the Heavy Metal team do these. It's more your classic kind of recess shade and highlight like that. We'll see. I don't want to do them exactly like the Heavy Metal one. It looks a fun scheme, but I do want to have my own touch on it, so it's not just like, person's paying a lot of money for me to paint these for him, and they're just like exactly like the box art. I want them to be a bit custom. I want them to be, have kind of my style on them. So it's actually a reason to come to me to get them done. I think these arms are going to get in this green as well. I'm working like wet on wet here, which as you'll know is just my favourite way to work. Mostly because I'm impatient. I just don't like stopping and waiting for things to dry, and I don't think anyone really likes that when you've got your flow on. It can really kind of interrupt things. Certain stuff, like if you watch my Spaceball video I did recently, using a lot of light colours in that, like blues and whites and yellows and things, and you do with those colours, you have to spend even more time just kind of waiting for them to dry, otherwise the paints won't handle too well. But nice greens and greys and stuff. You don't really need to be that conscientious with them, you just slap them on, really. Zoom out a tiny bit. See how it's looking. Just in case. Oh no, I've just zoomed in there. I've got a bit of a delay while I'm waiting for the thingy to catch up. How's that? Going in and out in the afternoon. What's it look like? Sorry, I'm just conscious that I keep on.
Oh, that
zoomed right in. What am I doing? I guess that's the furthest out it's going to go then.
It's one
of those days I tell you, I'm pretty tired and yeah, it's all going wrong. It's all going wrong. Let's mix some of this grey with the Sons of Horus green. A nice kind of medium colour, and paint this onto the belly and build it up a little bit.
So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Seems like I've had a fair few views in now. Been going up and down, so I've probably been doing something wrong that's driving people away, and whether that's like these bitrate problems or the fact I can't read chat at all. Who knows? Or the fact that I keep on moving the thing off the screen. One of those days. I like this. I'm slowly building up the grey, and because it is wet on wet, it's it's kind of absorbing a bit of it, and you have to keep on kind of piling it on my brush to reinforce that grey. That's good. It's just creating this nice little wet blend. It'll gradually get to the kind of shape I want. Kind of liking this. It looks fairly close to the ones on the box. So I think I've gone a little bit more green, which if you didn't catch earlier, that's what my client was asking for. More of a green than a turquoise, like a kind of jade green, I'd say. There we go. This isn't like the smoothest blend in the world, but I think that's a really nice kind of start for it there. Now, the question is, am I going to highlight the actual scaly bits, or am I going to give them like a layery highlight to pick out the volumes, or am I just going to go to edge highlighting them? And now I think that I'd want to put a layer on them. I'm not sure whether that would be the same green I've just been using, or if that's going to be bringing it a bit too close to the belly that I'm trying to separate it from. So let's have a look, see what this Sons of Horus green is going to look like just on this leg here. Say that there's a highlight. Standard kind of volumetric highlight on the leg muscles. That looks okay. I think so long as obviously I don't go up to the grey and just stay on this Sons of Horus green, I think that's going to be pretty distinct section. I'm just trying feather these blends out where they're not quite perfect yet. I'm going to highlight over this so the
Oh God, I've
pulled a bit of paint off there.
My
mistake.
But yeah,
I'm just kind of working on
getting
them all in. They won't be perfectly smooth at this stage. Smoothness kind of comes with my highlighting layers and stuff like that on top of it. It's not fully visible like that, does it? Bring this light down, does that affect things? It's kind of dark. I'm just waiting for the stream to catch up there so I can actually see what that looks like. A little bit of delay before I see it.
Well, you can
barely see me, I'm completely hidden by the lights now, but I think you can fairly well see what I'm working on. That's okay then. So let's just put in some rough highlights on some of these scales. It's just gonna, you know, standard like layer highlighting, but nothing too special. The main part of this is going to come when I apply a wash onto it, and then kind of highlight it up afterwards. At least that's the plan. It could change. You know, that's the thing about painting. You start with ideas of where you're going to go, but sometimes it kind of changes on the way. And it's fairly much like that with all art, I find. You know, what you start with is not always the full picture. Sometimes you have a very clear picture in your head of exactly what you want to do. Most of the time, you know, you have an idea, and then it's just a case of, you know, trusting in the process, working with materials, and seeing what comes out. I think I want to bring in some of this emerald now. Just for a bit of a brighter highlight on those particular bits. Shake. Ooh. Have you seen that? I just started spraying everywhere. I wish I could see why the chat had gone. I do very much apologise. I put one person viewing. Hello there, one person viewing. Hope you're well. Apologies that I cannot read the chat. Oh yeah, this is yeah, I think I'm much preferring this jade green as the highlight, because it's it's very different to the kind of greyer washed out green that I've got on the belly there. That's a nice touch. I do like this. A lot of wet paint building up on this, but that's okay. It's all quite thin, so it's not going to clog up the details. And once it dries, it'll it'll just be like any other paint. Well, there we go. I'm very much liking. I don't know quite how well the colour's picking up on there. It certainly looks a little dull on my screen, but I think that's a really nice grey there. And I'm just going to give it a quick little blast with the old hair dryer. didn't want to get that too close to the microphone. You probably heard that pretty loudly, but not as loudly as if I'd brought it in front of the camera. That's just drying now. I'll need to touch some bits up. I can see the metallics have broken through in a couple of places there. Yeah, let's just have like that. One thing with working on where you can inadvertently, pull up some of the paint underneath and leave yourself having to do a couple of touch-ups, but that's fine. It works for me. Should be more careful most of the time, but the occasional slip is easy enough to correct. Let's blast that one more time. Oh dear. I've just seen that there's apparently some echoing. Right, that's interesting. Okay. What happens if I turn that off? Oh my god. I need someone who's good in computers to just like kind of watch over me and make sure I'm not doing anything wrong. Oh god. Apologies, audio issues. I noticed I was recording audio from 2 different sources at once. That would explain that. I'm still no closer to working out why I have no chat. I wonder if there's anything I can do on YouTube that would change that and make it reload. I can't see any options that would help. It looks like a lot of people have popped in for a short time and seen that the sound, heard that the sound isn't working and then left, so that is very frustrating. Why does it not just work? It's still saying I'm running slow. Oh dear. Well, I think with all those things it might be best to kind of wrap up fairly soon and try another day, but I don't know. Frustration. I mean, if the audio's working now, which I'd assume it would be, then I guess I could go on. I'd just make it an hour.
It's really, really frustrating not being able to see chat, and YouTube giving me all this bullshit about connection. My connection is fine. My connection is perfect. It should be lovely. And I have this every time, the connection one. I don't know why the chat one started now, but the connection one seems a regular thing, and I have not figured it out myself because I'm a dumbass. I am a massive idiot. But yeah, what can you do? So, I'm going to start thinking about now what I want to do with the highlight colour. Thinking something like a pale minty green. There's a Gauss Blaster green in there. Obviously I don't want to go Citadel. There's the bright pale green. I could also go with... Where is it? Where is it? Where's my faded green gone? Oh yeah, faded green. I could also go with like... Go for something slightly different and go for like a light blue. That's an option. I mean, the client specifically said he didn't want turquoise, so, but you can still do a green that's got a blue highlight. It's an interesting kind of colour mix. And in fact, I haven't even thought about doing my regular trick of just like, you know, mixing in some opposite colour tones from here. So on green ones, I might think about, if I was going to do that, I might bring in some reds or some oranges underneath, but I don't know if that would work so well on these scale guys. Might be something I save for like the Carnosaur, which is going to be, you know, the big piece of it. I'm leaning towards the bright pale green. You know, keep it fairly simple. I've got a lot of stuff to paint, and the client's been pretty generous with the amount of time he can afford, you know, for me to work on them. But you know, there are a lot of basic, you know, like 3 Kroxigor, 10 Saurus, so it's 13 standard models in this scheme. I don't want to take too long on them because I want to save most of the time for the Carnosaur. That's going to be quite a big project. But yeah, if I could get through them fairly quick, that would be nice. I'm just going to try, see what this goes like. I might need to use intermediate stages or something in here because it is quite bright against that. We're just testing for now. I can always like repaint this one. It is yeah, this whole stream is just like a process of experimentation, finding out what works and setting me up to be able to get through them quite quickly once I've worked it out. Oh yeah, that's quite nice. I do like that little effect there. I've just done that little bit. Obviously some of the paint's still drying from underneath where I was, you know, throwing layers on it. But if I was to take that bit and then maybe give it like some kind of glaze, trying to decide which glaze I'd use. I wonder if X-Ray's flame. Let's just grab a couple of different ones and I can have a little pick. This is often how I work, you know, just get out a few different colours and just kind of make a little bit of a judgment. I could also go Plague Bearer Flash, that's another one. But I could also go for like a yellow maybe. I don't know if that'd be, get rid of the jade, because the jade's obviously quite a blue-green. I don't want to completely turn it into a super saturated like yellowy green. I'm interested to try what that looks like over there. Yeah, see, I think that takes away too much from the jade. Yeah, I'm gonna... It's one of these things with glazes as well, if you just wash them off with water straight away, you try out a couple of different colours and see what you like. So I'm not going to go for yellow, I think yellow's a bit too much. Don't know about the hex rays. Maybe the warp lightning is the way to go. What's Plague Bearer? I haven't used Plague Bearer Flash in so long. I can't even get the lid off this one. It's been, oh god, and it's sprayed all over me. That is very close to Tesseract Glow. I don't think yeah, again, I think that's too much yellow. Oh, that has gone everywhere. Oh, this is what I get for not opening the pot in ages. I hope people are okay and yeah, enjoying the stream. Like I've said earlier, for some reason YouTube's not showing me the chat, so if anyone's speaking, I really apologise. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Now I've got the audio fixed. This is another good idea. Inktense green. That's almost precisely the colour I want, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I might go with Inktense green. Let me mix it up with some Lamium medium, because these are, like it says, it's intense. Hence the name. God, that's so sticky, contrast painters. It's just, ooh, it's everywhere. Oh yeah, let's get a bit of this on. Oh, this thing is jammed. Trusty little drill bit here. Oh yeah, that should be perfect. My only concern is that it is very close to the colours I'm already using, so you know, all it's going to do is smooth them down. I'm not going to get any extra kind of colour interest from it, which is, yeah, I love my colour interest, like I mentioned earlier. I love mixing different colours in where you don't expect them, and so far I have not found anywhere to do that on these. And you know, I just don't want it to be bland, but at the same time, not everything has to be like out there crazy work of art or whatever. Some things just work good, you know, the colours they're supposed to be. And yeah, you can see that's exactly the same colour. It has just literally brought those highlights in a bit. So yeah, that could be an option. I've got a lot of stuff out here now to play around with. I do want to try a few more tricks on it, because I'm not quite happy with the direction yet. Question is, what do I want to do though? I've made quite a mess here with all those exploding contrast paints. Yeah. What I can say is I'm definitely going for the dark jade base. Now the emerald really worked for a highlight, and then bright pale green. So that's basic triad there. Then so I've had the grey and the Sons of Horus green for the belly. I think... I wonder if I could highlight up that grey to either green or something with just a tiny hint of flesh tone in it without being like, you know, super vibrant or anything. Maybe if I was to bring that to like an olive flesh. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be creating a great work of art on this stream because, like, as I've said, I'm just trying to work out what I'm going to do, and it could take me, you know, quite a while to come up with an actual scheme. But I just wanted to kind of share this process, and unfortunately I haven't been able to chat with people directly about it, but I hope some of the stuff that's spouting out my gob is kind of useful. Apparently I won't use olive flesh because nothing coming out. I think it's just stuck though. Let me just... oh yeah, there's plenty in there still, just about. That'll do me for now. Need to get some more of this in. Right, so mix a bit of that grey with this olive flesh, and then it would be a case of finding the highlight. Oh, that's a bit too watery there. Yeah, just finding the highlight points on this. I do really like these kind of segmented sections on the belly. And certainly, once I've got the hang of painting them properly, I think I could do some nice stuff with these. And again, I haven't painted any, I don't think I've painted any Seraphon at all since I've been back in the hobby, so it is fairly much a new thing. The last one I painted was, I believe it was like 4th or 5th edition Fantasy Battles, where they you know, reintroduced like lizardmen as a faction. So it's been quite some time. But it wouldn't be the first like reptilian thing I've painted in quite that long, so you know, with everything it's just a case of playing around with it, trying to get the hang of what you're doing. I might not get it perfect the first go, but I'll keep at it, and you know, eventually I'll work it out. It doesn't usually take me like a million attempts or anything. If it did, it would make my job very difficult. Seem to be yo-yoing viewers, so I hope people aren't coming along and trying to speak in chat and me not being able to say anything. To read them, sorry. Okay. Well, this is very rough here, and I'd have to, you know, get it under the magnifying glass a bit. But yeah, this is kind of the thing I imagine for the belly section. Just some nicely volumetrically highlighted muscles. I'm definitely getting a feel for this. I'll say that this stream hasn't been quite the roaring success I would have hoped it was, but I feel like I'm making some moves at least. What I want to try now is, I don't think I highlighted up these scales enough. I can't believe that paint on the scales is still wet. I swear that was like half an hour ago. I was working on that. Let's give that another quick blast. I want to try a couple more things and then I'll probably call it for the day. I don't understand. That is wet stuff. Like, I was literally blasting the hairdryer straight on it and it's not drying. What the hell? How is that not drying? What is this? Is this paint having some kind of reaction or something? I do not get it. Like, I can see pulling up the metallic from underneath. You know what? This is just a disaster from start to finish, and I think I'm going to call the stream there. I really want to try and, you know, get this going over the week, but like, look at that. I've been blasting that with the hairdryer, and it's still so sticky. That's had some kind of reaction with the paint, and it's been one thing after another, and I'm going to call it there. Thank you very much for everyone who's watched. I hope after the initial audio problems, people have actually managed to take something away from this, but it's just disaster for me today and I'm not feeling it at all. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Amy, aka Warpfiend, and keep an eye out on the channel. Like, we've got some great videos on here that are properly produced, and they're not quite as much a disaster as every stream I've done has been. If you know stuff about streaming and that and want to come round and give me a help, let me know in the comments, please. I need help. I'm bad at this. I apologise. But yeah, what have I done with those paints? I don't even get it. Is it some kind of reaction with the metallic and the what's it paints? Is it? I know some of these, like the emerald, felt very thin when I was painting it over. Is it a bad paint? Oh God, this is the stuff I know. Like the stream, yeah, obviously, like the stream can go wrong, yeah, because I don't have a clue what I'm doing. But like I'm supposed to know what's going on here, and I've obviously got something that shouldn't have got in here on the paint now. Oh, right. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.